Welcome to Water Riff Radio. I am Amanda White, and this is the beautiful
Jill Marie. How are you today?
And today we are diving into something that many people trust without question. RO, reverse osmosis. It's often marketed as the gold standard of pure water. But what if I told you that it might actually be doing more harm than good? What would you say to that? Drop that in the comments. Let us know. Let us know what you think of RO. Companies feel that it is cleaner, safer, but what most that no one talks about, RO might not be the healthiest option for daily drinking. In fact, it might be robbing your body of what it needs to fully function at its best. So we are going to unpack some of the questions people have around RO, the science behind RO filtration, what it removes, what it doesn't, and most importantly, what it takes out that your body actually needs. By the end of this class, you will feel more empowered to make better informed decisions for you and your family and what to drink every single day. So Miss Jill is going to take it away on what the heck is reverse osmosis if you don't know what that is.
RO or reverse osmosis. Let's start with the basics. This is just a water purification process that forces water through a semi-permeable membrane. And remember the word forces, pushes. This membrane is designed to remove contaminants like heavy metals, pesticides, chlorine, and a host of other pollutants. And a lot of times when people are not educated as far as what's in their water and what actually needs to be filtered, we tend to get, myself included, I was one of those people, is that to become overwhelmed with toxins and pollutants, herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, and plastics. In the event of overwhelm, it was kind of a default, just give me everything, just take everything out of the water. I don't care. Because when you're going through filtration and certifications and what does what, it can become overwhelming, which is why RO is widely still used. This is an older technology that's been around for quite a bit. So on the surface, it does sound incredible. Just take it all out. Who wouldn't want all of those things removed, right? I just want to be safe. But here's the problem. The membrane doesn't discriminate. It removes everything, including minerals, including electrolytes that your body desperately needs. Think about like calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium. These aren't extra, like these aren't extras. These are critical. These are very, very critical for human survival. And of course, if you're on TikTok and Reels and all that now, we're seeing a lot more education on how deficient we are in our minerals, in our electrolytes. And it's showing in the new up and coming itises, autoimmune diseases, and things like that that are being diagnosed. So what you're left with in your glass isn't living water. It's just H2O molecules stripped flat and biologically empty. So think of even distilled water. So why are minerals so important?
Bum, bum, bum. So real quick, if you need electrolytes, red mint salt is literally what you need. Not the packets of electrolytes that has a bunch of other chemicals in there. Red mint salt, a pinch of that in your mouth every day, every other day will give you your electrolytes. Just throwing that out there. I found that out and I'm like, that's an easy one. Let's go. And it is the best tasting salt I've ever actually tasted. I used to think salt was so bad.
That's what we were taught.
And then you learn.
Cut out your salt intake. Well, table salt, yes.
Right.
Let me be clear.
It's not all the same. Red mint salt.
Yeah.
All right. So many people don't realize there's minerals in water. There are a ton of minerals, and Jill just kind of went through them. They're not just extra stuff. They're actually critical for our health. Studies have shown that drinking demineralized water can negatively affect your body in many, many ways. So let's get into electrolytes. We were just talking about them. Minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium act like tiny little electrical conductors in your body. They allow your nerves to fire. They allow your muscles to contract and your cells to actually absorb water efficiently. So when you strip all that away, you get water that can't hydrate you at a cellular level.
Let me interrupt you for just a minute. Have you ever had, these are notorious, muscle cramp, ladies, in your foot where your toes just go like this and it's so painful you cannot walk? It's minerals, mineral deficiency. Go ahead. Those are horrible.
Are all cramps like that? Mineral deficiency? Okay, that's cool.
I mean, mostly they come in the legs.
Water.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, if your water is mineral-less and that's your main source of drinking, whew. Yeah, yeah.
So drink mineral water.
Right.
So if you are left fatigued or thirsty all the time, guess what? There's your sign. Like, pay attention. How do you feel? Are you tired? Are you thirsty? Are you, what's another one? Just feeling like fatigued, always sluggish.
Brain foggy.
Drink water, the right water. Sorry. All right, and then we go into bone health. Huge here. And you know, I learned this probably 6 years ago, and I was like floored when it comes to this. So calcium, magnesium are the key for your bone strength. And, well, meaning your body absorbs better. Your body absorbs what it produces better than you supplementing something. If we can produce it inside, it's going to be max. Oh my goodness. If we produce it inside, it's going to be better than if we were to take it as a supplement. Let's not get too fancy here. And there are studies shown, long-term studies, like demineralized water lower your bone density and you have higher fracture rates. So when you are dehydrated, your body pulls what it can from what's inside of you. And if you aren't helping it, it's going to start pulling from your bones, which is going to make them weaker and weaker, which again, more fractures, more breaks, more, you name it. So make sure you have the proper minerals in you, because again, it's going to take and pull from bones or anything it can in your body, which is going to make you weaker. Do you have anything else to chime in there?
Eventually it will pull from the brain, because the brain is the most important part of the body that needs water to function. So if you're feeling like brain foggy and things like that, that is definitely a sign to look at your hydration options. Because if the brain is foggy, the brain is just crying out for water, definitely.
When in doubt, drink water. That's going to be my tagline.
Absolutely.
And then we've got your heart. So magnesium is sometimes called the heart mineral because it regulates you, it regulates your heartbeat, your blood pressure. So when you're drinking demineralized water, it is shown that there's a lot of cardiovascular disease. And then anything else for the heart, Miss Jill?
No.
Okay. And then we've got your digestive health. Minerals trigger the production of hypochloric acid in your stomach. Without enough minerals, your digestion weakens. And this can lead to bloating, reflux, or nutrient absorption. Do you have any of those? Like, really think about that. And also another thing for your digestion, just a little tip, like if you are having some digestion issue, twist. That helps your digestion as well. Just a little simple tip there. And then we've got the World Health Organization. Let me just tell you how I feel about that real quick.
Yes.
Without telling you how I feel about that. And they've also concluded that demineralized water, demineralized water could increase risks for a sudden death from heart disease. I actually know someone that happened to, lead to bone, again, demineralization. So it pulling from you, leaving your bones weak. It causes magnesium and calcium deficiencies. And it can interfere with metabolism and nutrient absorption, just like we just talked about. So when you drink water with no minerals, again, it's going to rob you from your bones, your teeth, your tissues, just to process it. So instead of hydrating you, it's actually depleting you. And that is something huge to take away from this. If it's not, it's, yes, I was going to repeat it, but yes, I think I got my point across.
Oh boy.
So now we're going to go into the pH and taste.
Ooh, the pH. We think it's about the pH. So another point of RO is the pH level. And our bodies naturally, for the most part, are designed to stay around 6.5 to 7-ish on the pH level. Now, mind you, this varies. It varies because what affects the pH level of the body is not in harmony, homeostasis 24 hours a day in this pH level. It's trying to balance that. Homeostasis is that. But just so say you're out, the environment can change your pH. Smoking, vaping, even the foods we eat, the drinks that we drink, like these all affect our pH. And mind you, it's supposed to kind of, well, let me just explain this. When you're eating and drinking, our stomach needs to be acidic so that it can digest all of this. It can break that down. So of course, we don't want to be drinking water like 30 minutes to an hour before or after we're eating. Drinking with our meals is not recommended because our stomach needs that acidic pH to break our food down. Now, if you're taking, a lot of people are taking like not supplements, medication for acid reflux. We need that acid in the stomach to break it down. However, we're taking acid blockers before we eat. You might as well drink a whole soda or a beer because we need those acids to break down the stomach issue or the stomach food. I just had a big brain hiccup there. My mind was faster than my mouth. But since RO, reverse osmosis water, is stripped of all the minerals, it tends to be slightly acidic and often with a pH between 5 and 6. Well, I mentioned 6.5, usually 6.5 to 7. When you're constantly in an acidic environment, that's when the imbalance really comes in. It starts getting used to the acidic balance and it starts adjusting to that, to trying to get the body at balance. So then you see issues come up like, brain fog and not feeling really well. Maybe some muscle cramps, They say magnesium is one of the most deficient minerals in women. I know that. I would have to agree with that. Every time I turn around,
I've got aging too.
Exactly. I mean, I have a magnesium spray that I put on when I'm not taking a supplement. Maybe I'm out, or I have a roller ball full of magnesium, so that, God forbid, if I get a cramp, I put it there. I put it on my points and help that to go away. But the acidic nature that can affect your body's pH balance over time potentially causes acidosis, which can lead to inflammation and other health issues. And then let's go into taste. Woohoo. Many people describe RO water as flat or bland due to the absence of the minerals, making it less enjoyable to drink, obviously. So if you don't like water, you're not going to want to drink water, right? And I have to say, the biggest selling point of RO water, if you've ever, maybe you have it in your home already, whether it's under a kitchen sink or you have the whole home unit in your garage or basement, they have these little, they're called TDS monitors, and look it up. I have seen celebrities endorsing these, and I have to shake my head because they're measuring minerals. They're not measuring toxins and pollutants and all of that. It's called total dissolved solids. These are solid forms of minerals that they are measuring. Okay. I just want to shake people. I love Jelly Roll. I love his wife, Bunny. They've got the rescue farm. They've got all that good stuff. But she came out with a TikTok all about TDS monitor and how it's horrible. And I tell you what, I still love her. I don't follow her because I don't trust anything else she says now. I'm like, do you not know? And they're actually illegal in the US because they're misleading.
So
We're
funny
misleading
we're talking
to
about
sell.
this.
Oh,
So funny we're talking about this because I actually told someone that the other day, and oh man, I'll show you when this is over. But and think about it this way, you guys. This is kind of it's like I'm debating on even sharing this, but like if your water doesn't taste good, guess what? You're unconsciously going to drink less, which means your hydration is going to suffer more, which means you're going to have more problems and you're going to feed the system realistically. And like that was an eye opener for me. It's like if it doesn't taste good, I'm going to drink less. Then I'm going to develop all the things. And I'm like, nope. No, thank you.
And it's crazy. That's why if you follow us and watch our Water Riff Radio, it's everything comes down to it ends up in your water, whether it's filtered, whether it's over filtered. Like there is a balance, and that's what we want to bring to people. We want everybody to have the safest water, and to know that all of the issues, if you have any issues, all of them start with purer, cleaner, healthier water. Like, so that's why we do these shows. That's why we educate. These are great systems. However, they are just outdated. They are not up to date on standards. So totally agree with that. If you love the taste of your water, you would drink more. I have so many people here in town where I live. I don't drink water. I don't drink water. You can tell. And I don't mean any disrespect, but you've got the sunken eyes. Around here is the liver, and the liver is just in complete deficiency. And you can tell by the color of the tongue, the color of the gums. I mean, not to be strange, but a lot of people are not in good health just because of their water. And changing just that foundation in our life, like that's the easiest. That's the most inexpensive way to just change the overall health. So I had to throw that in there because,
change your water, change your life.
Exactly. So let's go into remineralization. Ooh. Right.
So we've stripped everything out of the water. Now what? Sorry.
No, true.
Okay, so that was the thing, like, oh, we're stripping everything out of the water. We need some of these minerals. So now we're adding minerals back in synthetically, which is not good for us. And if I'm not mistaken, they only add back one mineral, and it's calcium carbonate. I'm going to let you do your research on that. And it's in the form, it's synthetic. And I think I hit upon this earlier, like our body absorbs inside better than it absorbs outside. So again, our bodies aren't absorbing that very well, if at all. And again, it's synthetic, so it's poisoning you at the same time. And they don't restore all of them. It's just a select one, maybe two. And again, with the cost and the extra and the maintenance and the replacements, is it really doing what it says it's doing?
Well, I have to tell you, a lot of people that I talk to about this, number one, they don't know they have an RO system. They just know they have all these tanks everywhere. And number two, they're like, what do you mean remineralize? I don't know anything about it. Whether they purchase it themselves or they move into a home that already has it, they're not made aware that they need to add that back in, which that's why we're here to educate.
No, I've had quite a few people also say that lately, now that I'm thinking about that, which is crazy.
Yeah. So if you have it, it's just not meant for drinking. That's all.
And it never was. But the reason it's so popular is because that was the only thing at the time that filtered everything.
Yeah.
But we have new technology now. As Jill said, this is outdated. It's like stripping all the nutrients out of your food and then sprinkling vitamin powder on top.
Right.
Calling it healthy.
Yeah.
Look at me go. What was that? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or a powdered shake versus a smoothie, like something real, something alive that you're mixing up for yourself.
100%.
You want that.
So now we're going to go into environmental and practical considerations. Like, what should you be aware of and what could we be doing?
Oh boy. Oh boy. So here's another angle for reverse osmosis. They waste a lot of water, and for every gallon that it purifies for our homes, there's 3 to 5 gallons that are often flushed away as wastewater. That's huge. It's very huge because, mind you, what it has filtered is the toxins, the microbiologicals, whatever is in that water is being put back into the environment, number one. A lot of it's being put back into the environment, number two, which byproduct of that is, you could have higher water bills. It's a serious environmental concern, especially for myself. When we look at what, there is no new water. There's none. As you know, you'll hear that in every episode. There is no new water. So if we're filtering and then we're dumping back into the runoff, we're taking advantage of the filtered water. However, we are not affecting the planet. And for some people, that may not be a concern. Oh, who cares? We're just, as long as we're not getting it. And that's okay. However, those toxins times 10, whatever is going down your drains, we're just adding to, it's compiling in the runoff system. Again, that may not be a concern for you. While RO can be great for, it can be expensive up front. That's what I was talking about. With RO, it requires maintenance. So when you're looking at, it requires electricity. If you have an outage or anything like that, that whole holding tank, it needs to be cleaned. Mind you, you've got water sitting in there. So it goes through the process of filtration and then it fills up the holding tank before you take your shower, you wash your dishes, you flush your toilet, what have you. So if that is not cleaned, what are you cleaning it with? Maybe I don't know. It just gets very expensive. So what if you have a boil alert in your area? We think, oh, we're good. It's stripping everything out. that holding tank needs to be cleaned out immediately because that water is going to be coming through your pipes, unfortunately. So that just so many concerns there.
And
oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No.
And if you do have a lot of boil alerts and you're like, I don't know much. Was it last week?
Yes.
We did a class last week. Drop boil alert down below and we will send you it. We will send you the link to watch. So you don't have to go look for it. We will send it to you so you can get educated.
Get familiar with it. Yes, yes, yes. But, and again, because RO can be great for removing heavy contaminants when there's no other options available, it's just important to consider all of these factors with cost, what's in your primary source water, the wastewater, the electricity, and even the maintenance of it. The cost of owning is quite a bit different than the newer technologies out there. So let's talk about some alternatives and best practices.
Bum, bum, bum. What do you think the alternatives would be? Drop your little answers below. But one big one is whole home filtration. That doesn't waste water. That doesn't need electricity. That doesn't need salt. And literally filters 99.99% of contaminants. That would be, go ahead. I know you were going to say something.
Oh, no, I was just swallowing. Go ahead.
So we would love to invite you at this point to jump on a call with us to go over options because they're going to be different depending on what you need, right? If you are looking for a whole home system, Jill and I have your back. We have done extensive research. We went down so many rabbit holes and we know a lot about a lot of systems. And some things, yes, we're just going to drop that there. We do have many options, not just one, but we do have a whole home filtration and it is the most beautiful thing we have ever seen. We also have other options. So if you are interested in these, just reach out to us and we will hop on a call and we will kind of see where you're at with a few questions and then we'll kind of go from there.
Absolutely.
Because we can sit here all day long and be like, do this, do this, do this, do this, but nothing is actually catered to you. So that is where we invite you to book a call with us. Both of us will both be on there asking you some questions and then come up with the best thing for you. No strings attached. Again, we are here to educate and we want the same clean, safe for everyone, not just us. And if this isn't something, we'll do our darndest to figure it out with you instead of you trying to do it yourself and not knowing what questions to ask. And now you will.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just remember, the best water for you is clean, is safe, and it supports you. It supports your body's natural chemistry. Miss Jill, do you want to take it away and wrap us on up?
Bring it all home.
Bring it all home for us.
Well, RO may seem like the purest choice, the best choice, because that's what we know, and that is totally okay. But without balance and the technologies that we have now, it's very dangerous. And education is the key to this. Sharing this information is key. So, it removes toxins, yes, but it also removes minerals in the body. And I want to take just a minute to even talk about, if that's okay, just about the forms of minerals. When calcium is great, but you have a soluble form of calcium and magnesium, and you have an insoluble form. And reverse osmosis removes all forms of it. With the newer systems, the technology that we have, this is the amazing part. Again, reach out if you want the technology alone explained, because it goes really deep. The technology is done through the filtration, not by chemicals. It's by the media used and the quality of the media. And what's really cool is we get to keep those minerals because of the technology. We can remove the unsafe form of that mineral, but we get to keep the calcium and keep the magnesium in our water, which just makes sense when you're cooking, you're bathing, showering, baths for your baby, for your pets, drinking water, washing your hair, brushing your teeth. Like your mouth absorbs chlorine and all the things really, really quickly. Like the skin in the mouth is just so, it's just like a baby's skin, right?
So like within seconds.
Oh, absolutely. So we just want to educate so that you can choose mineral rich water. So you're not avoiding harm, but you're actually supporting your health. You're taking that 1% step. You know, they say if you can't change everything overnight, but if you just take a 1% direction, just like steering a ship, you're going to end up, instead of going here down the road of health, you're going to be over here with health. So those changes come very, very quickly when you just change the foundation. And we hope that we opened your eyes regarding filtered water. Filtered water doesn't mean stripped. Filtered means what is currently in your water that is no good for you is being filtered out. And again, if you're ready to explore this option, there's no obligation. We actually have so much fun doing this and just explaining. And, you know, the biggest part about this, I'll just be the elephant in the room here. Okay. What does that cost me? I can't afford that. You can't afford not to. If you've got medical bills and you have medication and all of that, you know, filtration shouldn't be stealing money out of your pocket. It should be putting money back in your bank account. And you're going to be getting rid of bottled water, which is not even regulated, and big, large systems. Even if you have filtration on every tap in your house currently by something that's not actually doing what it says, you've got to change those filters a couple of times a year. Have you seen what the filters cost? At every boil order, those filters need to be changed. And so when you put together your cost savings over a lifetime, over your lifetime, you're going to be blown away as to like, oh my gosh, like you can put that extra money that you're spending on bottled water towards a vacation or towards something that, you know, something on your live list, a memory you want to create, like not in, well, I've got a pain here now and I have to pay my medical bills. Like, this is not to disrespect anyone with medications or anything. Please don't get that wrong. But oh my gosh, it's just a foundation. It's the gateway to your best health. So we're here to help you hydrate smarter and healthier.
Whoop, whoop. Heck yeah. I'm talking about.
So closing us out. Go ahead.
quick exercise real quick. Kind of going back, I guess I grabbed money because that's the quickest way to actually see. Write down what you spend every week on everything. And then we'll give you a way to not spend all that and save money. It is easy as that.
Who doesn't want to redirect money to something they want to do?
Right? And then you're going to save money across the board because you're taking care of you and your health better than you were before. So
and if you have a family, that's going to be times 2, 4,
depending
5.
on family.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. Yes, it's pretty amazing. It's just a different perception.
100%. So we will be waiting for you with our knowledge, and we look forward to meeting you and seeing you.
So until next week, bye for now.